nobody knows what you look like. Nobody knows who you are. And, you know, with the 420 Eats thing kind of blowing up a little bit, Shiner is starting to get recognized all over the place. You know, he can go into a dispensary or something like that, and they're like, "Oh my God, you're the 420 Eats dude."
Donnie's sitting there. He's talking to the Donnie was with me. I was in Donnie's truck the other day, and I had him stop by the dispensary, and some other patrons of the dispensary, and they knew me from 420 Eats and made reference to the podcast. And before that conversation was over, with Donnie sitting right there, they both told me that, man, we hope that Donnie guy doesn't end up going postal and hurting you guys for ragging on him so much. Had no clue. They never even stopped to think like that could be Donnie sitting there. And of course, I didn't introduce him. So.
Donnie's got a dope truck, though.
Donnie's got good taste in just about everything he does.
Yeah, I got to admit, that's pretty cool. You know, the only thing he doesn't do that I think is cool is drag racing. But, you know.
Well, I mean, he's got kids.
But then, you know, you do airplanes. So
yeah,
that's probably even cooler.
I was going to say, that's at least a lateral cool.
And he skydives.
That's what I used to think. I really saw a couple of his videos, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it is a bucket list. I mean, it's like I told Donnie, I think it is a bucket list item. Like I'd like to do it once before I die, just to say, you know, of all people who really wanted to do that for a long time, and I don't know if she still does, my mother.
Really?
And they have, they have that place up in Skiatook. You can do it.
Well, maybe she can get the ladies from the book club, and I'll go do it.
You know what? We should pull some funds together, through a group. I don't know what that noise was I just made, but we should pull some funds together through like 3 or 4 of the crew or some of our friends. We should do that for my mom for her birthday next year.
Yeah, it sounded like a rhinoceros like that.
Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it? And Mom, if you're listening, I hope you forget that I'm talking about.
Yeah. If Mrs. Sargent, if you're listening, sorry, we're not talking about you. We're talking about some other mom. It's actually a lady's name, and if you spell it backwards, or if you spell her name forward, or backwards, it spells mom. So, but that was a
you
joke.
Lost me on it. Why are you doing that? Why are you moving your hand around like that? You want us to move on?
Mom's. Thanks, Donnie. Mom spelled forward and backward is still mom. It was a joke. It was a total joke. You didn't get it. It's okay. We'll move on.org.
That was a world championship dad joke, I think you just threw.
It was a stupid one, that's for sure.
I was trying to be nice and say it was a dad joke, but swing and a miss.
Faux show. Anyways, Miss Sargent, if you do want to still do this is great. It'd be nice to kind of find out if you actually really still do want to do this, because I'd hate to go to the expense of spending $400. And
I haven't talked to her about it in a few months, but I mean, back in the winter, she was still talking like she wanted to do it.
It might be worth it. Maybe we can put up a fundraiser.
It'd be awesome.
Send Mama up with the buzzards.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be a good video to post.
Oh, wouldn't it though? Yeah, you'd have to have a couple people on with GoPros and
yeah. Well, you can. I'm sure it costs extra, but you can get them to give you a video of the whole thing. So that'd be cool.
Yep. You know what else is cool?
Tell me, man.
Peeing. I gotta go pee.
That time.
It is. We'll be back.
Enjoy the cool music.
We're back in the Tiddy and Shiner show, bathroom break. So you're watching what show, Shiner?
Donnie's got that First Responders up on one of the monitors that's on Fox, which they're totally ripping off Live PD.
Yeah.
But they're riding with a deputy that gets in a pursuit with a guy on a four-wheeler on city streets. And they're in pursuit, and he's about half a block ahead of this patrol car. There's a stop sign. And the car, it must have been a two-way, or it was a three-way stop. He had the only stop sign. He blows that trying to make a right-hand turn, and a car comes through the intersection and just blasted that dude on that. He landed 25 yards from that four-wheeler.
So is he okay?
I don't know, man. They went to commercial.
Donnie, why is this not on my monitor?
I think he's dumbfounded. Was that crazy or what?
Yeah, isn't it just easy to take your finger, just kind of fling it over, however you do that shit? Just fling it over to mine.
Amazing.
It's not on there.
I can't believe they caught that filming, man. That was crazy.
So they cut to commercial?
Yeah, they cut to commercial. Once the officers all got out of their vehicles, ran up on him, as the cameraman got close to him, they cut to commercial real quick.
Dude must be Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah, that dude. Oh, he's had a lot better days than today. I guarantee you that.
I tell you,
man.
Who always has a good day? The get in the hole guy at the U.S. Open.
Oh, who is that guy?
I don't know.
Every time I watch a golf tournament, there's a guy or the same guy, and he doesn't matter where he's at on the course. When that ball is hit, he's screaming, "What?
Get in the hole!"
Oh,
it's the same sounding guy too. It sounds exactly the same every single time. I swear to God, the PGA just like flies him from golf tournament to golf tournament, and he just like shows up at random holes, like he's on a par 5 tee. Guys are teeing off. Get in the hole. It's 570 yards away, genius. Not gonna get in the hole.
Yeah, and he's always around greens too. Anytime somebody putts, get in the hole. Get in the hole. I want to party with that guy. You know that guy's real popular too.
Yeah. Have no idea what you just said, but yes.
I said that guy's popular at swinger parties.
Oh, okay. See, that popular at the swinger parties, yes. That would have been a whole lot funnier if I heard it the first time instead of having to go back to ask. I don't know. Donnie, you got to do something about this audio because he's like flaking.
He's so glued to the monitor with this dude that got hit by the car.
I can't see it. Like, I don't...
What's going on over there, Donnie? Make that happen.
Oh, I know why. I'm a retard. Look at my monitor. Silver. Apple. I have my Apple on. Yeah, my regular PC blew up. No wonder I haven't been getting the same shit you've been getting. Donnie can't just like fling it over on my monitor.
Well, Donnie, come on.
Running into interference.
Dude, I don't know what. I don't think this guy's dead, but they're working on
him. That's funny.
They even cops down there working on him like he is messed up.
So they're not cuffing him or anything?
No, I think he's unconscious still. Oh, he's got a compound fracture of the left leg.
Awesome.
That's all bad. He's going to feel that in the morning.
Well, he's not going to run.
Well, we probably don't need to get a play-by-play on this episode that we're watching.
Makes me want to just jump on my regular TV and record. Man, I tell you what.
I didn't even get a copy of Donnie's outline. I don't have a copy of Donnie's outline at all tonight. What else have we got?
He just sent it to your phone.
Oh, roger that. Thank you, Donnie.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Donnie. Yeah, let's kind of go into this a little bit. Hillary Clinton's brother.
Oh, man. This was, by the time this airs, by the time we drop this, I was having to think about it. By the time we drop this, it'll be pushing 2 weeks now. Hillary Clinton's brother was going to be subpoenaed by the FBI to testify to talk about her private server on those emails. And lo and behold, guess who turned up dead almost 2 weeks ago?
Yep.
That's awful coincidental.
Yeah, my question is what's the freaking body count now? Because there's a bunch.
I tried to get into that. There's a website keeping track of the Clinton body count, and apparently there's so many of them stacking up, they just kind of called it quits after a while. But 18 years ago, they published a number that said 61 people had met their demise that were associated with the Clintons. 61, and that's 18 years ago.
Dude, well, we talked about it, it was a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it, where 3 of Bill Clinton's bodyguards met their demise?
Have turned up dead?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry, you can't explain away that amount of people that you have had ties to that have, like, been suicided or just weird stuff has entered their life. I mean, there's not enough coincidence in the world for all.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I'm glad I don't know either of them. I'm glad that I've never had the unfortunate circumstance to have met them. Yeah, for those of you who know them,
Watch your six.
Yeah, some of y'all got a target on your head.
Yeah, that's that whole deal. Like, you see people stand up for them a lot, and I don't know how you can defend somebody that's got that many people dropping dead around them.
Well, everybody
18
defends.
years.
Yeah, they're all defending them because they don't want to die.
Well, that's true. 18 years ago, that's almost 2 decades. I bet that number's closer to 100 than we want to think about now.
Nuts. There was a campaigner for Hillary Clinton that wound up dead like a year ago, and which had to do with the emails and all that crap. So I don't know. That number's high.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, well, and here's the deal, man. You get people that are really left-wing supporters that support Hillary Clinton, and I cannot figure that out. They talk about Donald Trump doesn't have the character to be the president of the United States. Oh, Hillary does?
Yeah.
I mean, Hillary lives a completely fabricated life in the public eye.
Benghazi much?
Yeah, right. And then you think it showed a lot of character, the shit she pulled or she didn't pull, for the Benghazi ordeal?
Yeah, that's and I don't.
And a lot of left wing people don't even know what the story of Benghazi is.
I think honestly, I think a lot of the left wing people don't even care.
Here's a word. I get it thrown around at me sometimes when I comment on things on Twitter. I get called a bigot on a regular basis. My question is, do they know what that word means?
A bigot. Yeah, they're using it in the wrong context.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what just drives me crazy. Like, you're using words that you don't even know what they mean.
Well, here's a case in point. Okay, so I tweeted this the other day. Well, first, let me say this. It's an Occupy Democrats post. It says, we need to create a federal secret police battalion imbued with emergency powers that will go door to door, execute unannounced raids on domestic terrorist cells, a.k.a. homes of gun owners, and use all possible force imaginable to confiscate and destroy them. There's absolutely no room in the perfect society for gun owners. Now, let me just throw something at you there, left wingers. You call us Nazis? What do you think the Nazis did? They went door to door,
a whole lot like that,
executing unannounced raids on domestic terrorists, a.k.a. homes of gun owners, and used all possible force imaginable to confiscate and destroy them. That's what the Nazis did, and that's what you want to do.
The Nazis had that little fraternity called the SS. That was pretty much their MO right there. What that tweet described.
Hypocrite much?
Well, here's the deal. They love to call me or anybody else that has a right-wing view, they love to throw that word bigot around. Actually, the definition of bigot is a person who is intolerant towards those holding different opinions.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So who is the bigot in this equation?
I respect.
And believe me,
look, you those left wingers, Shiner, they have an opinion, and it's their opinion, and I respect that. I served in the military so that everybody could have their own opinion. But just like you said, they're the ones being the bigot. They don't even know what it means.
They have no clue what that word means. So you're calling me a bigot. I'm not attacking you because of the way you believe. You're attacking me because of the way I believe. So who is the bigot in this?
People just don't know what they talk about.
Okay, case in hand today. Today, AOC tweets about how horrible it is that we have incarcerated people in these camps that were trying to come into our country. Well, I tweeted and said, you do realize that we have millions. And she said it was unfair because they haven't been given a trial. I said, you do realize that there's millions of U.S. citizens that are locked up right now that haven't had a trial yet. But if you break a law in the United States, there's consequences. Trying to come into our country illegally, there's going to be some consequences if you're caught. I had so many people jump on this bandwagon after this about what a bigot I am. What did I say in that tweet that made you think I was a bigot? I just pointed out a fact.
Yeah, you did.
That's all I did. Point out a fact. And I'm a bigot. But you're attacking me because of the way I believe. Who's the